According to multiple media reports citing U.S. officials, 2 commercial ships were struck during transit through the Strait of Hormuz. The vessels reportedly sustained significant damage, although officials indicated there were no reported fatalities among their crews. The incident marks another escalation in an already fragile security environment, where shipping lanes, military deployments, and diplomatic negotiations continue to intersect. The Strait of Hormuz remains one of the world's busiest energy corridors, carrying a substantial portion of global oil exports. Any disruption in this narrow waterway immediately attracts international attention because of its potential impact on energy markets and global trade. Following the reported attacks, oil markets reacted with renewed volatility as investors assess the possibility of further disruptions to maritime traffic. Military analysts note that commercial shipping through the region has remained cautious in recent weeks, despite ongoing diplomatic efforts between Washington and Tehran. At the center of the dispute are differing interpretations surrounding recent diplomatic understandings and maritime security arrangements. Iran has repeatedly maintained that vessels transiting certain parts of the Strait of Hormuz should coordinate with Iranian authorities under regional security procedures. The United States, meanwhile, has continued supporting alternative navigation routes through international waters alongside regional partners. Those competing approaches have created an increasingly delicate security environment where even isolated incidents carry broader geopolitical consequences. Officials from both sides continue presenting sharply different narratives regarding responsibility for recent events. While Washington has accused Iran of threatening freedom of navigation, Iranian officials argue that foreign military movements near their territorial waters increase regional instability. As of now, international organizations continue urging restraint while calling for independent verification of the reported incidents. Energy markets are watching developments closely. Although benchmark crude oil prices have experienced fluctuations in recent weeks, analysts point out that retail fuel prices often respond more slowly because refinery costs, transportation expenses, and inventory levels also influence prices at the pump. Market observers are particularly monitoring strategic petroleum reserves and commercial inventories across several countries as governments seek to maintain supply stability during periods of uncertainty. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump addressed developments during several public appearances, arguing that his administration remains committed to protecting global shipping lanes while pursuing diplomatic solutions whenever possible. The president also stated that energy prices would continue declining, expressing confidence in his administration's economic policies. However, financial analysts caution that geopolitical tensions remain one of the largest variables affecting future energy markets. Separately, President Trump attended meetings connected to the upcoming NATO summit, where defense spending, alliance security, and ongoing conflicts in Europe and the Middle East are expected to dominate discussions among allied leaders. The summit comes as NATO members continue debating military readiness, regional security partnerships, and long-term defense planning. Meanwhile, Israel continues conducting military operations in several areas of the region while maintaining that its actions are necessary for national security. Those operations remain under close international scrutiny as diplomatic efforts continue involving multiple governments across the Middle East. Iranian officials have also held large public events in recent days, with senior leaders appearing before large crowds while emphasizing national unity during a period of heightened tensions. At the same time, both American and Iranian officials continue exchanging increasingly strong rhetoric regarding military capabilities and future negotiations. Despite the public statements, diplomatic channels remain open through regional intermediaries seeking to reduce the risk of a wider conflict. Security experts warn that even limited incidents involving commercial shipping could rapidly escalate if military responses expand beyond isolated engagements. For that reason, governments throughout Europe, Asia, and the Gulf region continue encouraging restraint while emphasizing the importance of protecting international shipping and maintaining freedom of commerce. The economic implications extend well beyond the Middle East. Higher energy prices can affect transportation, manufacturing, agriculture, and consumer costs worldwide, making stability in the Strait of Hormuz a matter of global importance. Businesses, investors, and governments alike will be closely monitoring whether diplomatic negotiations can continue despite renewed military tensions. For now, the international community remains focused on preventing additional escalation while ensuring commercial shipping can continue safely through one of the world's most critical maritime corridors. As events continue to unfold, officials from multiple countries are expected to release additional information regarding the reported attacks, ongoing naval operations, and future diplomatic efforts. You're listening to our National Affairs Bulletin. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more national and international news throughout the day.